Welcome back. The Arizona Diamondbacks are on the road in Philadelphia for Game 2 of the NLCS, trying to even up the series. Our best bets are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video because he got 2-0 card around a little 4-0 run in the MLB playoffs. That's what we love to see. Let's do a little victory lap and then dive into today's plays. Logan, a terrific call. Rangers Astros over 4.5 in the first 5. Almost could have hit in the just top half of the first inning. You had to wait until the second inning for a Yordan Alvarez bomb. We'll take that. That Wheeler over 1.5 earned runs. If you look at it through 5 innings, you're like, we're chalked. And then he threw a 2-run home run, and we certainly will take that. A little 2-0 day. Hopefully you guys profited with us. We only had one pick in today's game, but then Logan's going to talk about a long shot parlay using the, I believe FanDuel has, an odds booster, a parlay booster for this game. So definitely take advantage of that. Logan will talk about that at the end of the video. But before we dive into the picks, I do want to note on our second channel, we will have a video today. It's under my name, Austin O'Connell. I put the link in the description every single time. Put it in the pinned comment as well. I have one for the first Orioles playoff game since 2014. We got to meet a lot of you guys at Pickles Pub. I think the video will turn out really well. So definitely go check that out. We have a ton of cool videos on the second channel. Just us going to stadiums, us doing random things. Go check it out. It's top link in description. Should be posted by lunchtime. So you can eat it while you're watching lunch or whatnot. But let's dive into this game. I'm going to give out the pick. And here's what we're going with today. We're going with the Arizona Diamondbacks plus 0.5 in the first 5 innings, minus 115 on FanDuel. Now, for the people that go in there and try to bet first 5 result, you'll see, I'm getting great plus money. This is not what we're betting on. Not first 5 result, first 5 run line. It's plus 0.5. Why do we want that plus 0.5? Because let's say the score is 0-0 after 5 innings. We're winners. If it's a tie, we win through 5. Obviously, the only way we lose is if the Phillies are leading through the first 5 innings, which they did yesterday, but I just don't think they're going to do today. Now, if the Diamondbacks want to lead through 5 innings, that's a winner too. So we have a couple pathways to victory here, and I really do think the Diamondbacks offense is going to show up in the first 5 innings. But let's talk about who they're going to face today. It's going to be Aaron Nola, or actually, we'll talk about who they're starting first. They're going to start Merrill Kelly, and you look at him so far, his 1 start in the postseason against the Dodgers, 6 1/3, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 5 Ks in his first postseason start, and on the season, allowing a .218 batting average to lefties, .226 to righties, 2 or less earned runs in 11 of his last 13 starts. Now, normally with Merrill Kelly, you know if he's got it or he doesn't, and I think he'll at least have a decent shot tonight. I mean, if he doesn't have it, we're talking like 5 or 6 earned runs, and we got no chance. But I think he could go out there and throw a pretty decent game, give this Diamondbacks team a chance. If you think about Zach Gallen yesterday, I really didn't give him much of a chance. They're already down like 4-0 pretty quickly, 5-0 in that one. So I just, or a 4-0, and then that they went to 4-2. But I think that Merrill Kelly will give him a chance. The fact that he's done well versus lefties gives me some hope today. Bryce Harper, wouldn't be surprised if they walk him today. So if you want to go for a Bryce Harper walk, I don't think that's a terrible prop, but he's done well against other lefties, and I think he can certainly pitch well against this team. They don't have the best percentages against him. The only guy actually with really good splits is Trey Turner. Obviously, he was a former Dodger, so he saw Merrill Kelly a ton, and the Dodgers notoriously had actually rocked Kelly, but he went out there and pitched well against them, and I'd like him to continue that. He's really never pitched in Citizens Bank Park except for once back in 2019 through 7 2/3 scoreless. Could we see him duplicate that today? Unlikely, but I still do think he can pitch pretty well against them. If you look at Merrill Kelly, 88th percentile in chase percentage, 68th in ground ball percentage, and 51st in barrel percentage. For comparison, you look at Zach Gallen, 65th in chase, 48th in ground ball, and 27th in barrel percentage. In fact, 5th in hard hit percentage. Just a guy in Gallen that it wasn't a surprise to see him give up those home runs, especially in the bottom of the first. I mean, he's been dealing with hard contact all season, especially on the road. Look at Gallen. It allowed 67 extra base hits this season compared to just 53 for Merrill Kelly. And while Merrill Kelly has, allowed more hard contact on the road, I think he can go out there and get us a chance here. I think Zach Gallen relied too much on trying to get those put away pitches. And when you just mislocate those, you're giving up home runs. That's what he did. I like a guy in Merrill Kelly that can, induce a little bit more ground balls. And we've seen, this Phillies team, I know if you bet them the whole season long, you were used to them stranding runners in scoring position, going out there, grounding the double plays. JT Realmuto had one of them yesterday. That's what he does. He's normally not cranking doubles off the wall. He's normally going into double plays. And I think Kelly gives us a chance here. I'm not saying he holds the Phillies scoreless. That'd be crazy to say, although if he did, we would win this bet regardless. But I think he can at least give us a chance today, whereas Gallen did not give you a chance if you bet the Diamondbacks. Now, on the other, and actually, if you look at, if he can induce that soft contact, I'm good with it because the Diamondbacks, I believe, have the best defense in the league. It's one of the best defensive units in baseball. Now, on the other side, we're going to need the Diamondbacks offense to show up a little bit more than they did yesterday in the first 5 when they scored 0 earned runs, or 0 runs in total. But they did start to percolate a little bit in that second half of the game. The 6th inning, they got 2 runs against Wheeler, had a lot of base opportunities against that Phillies bullpen. And while we're not counting on bullpens here, I like that their offense started to heat up, and I think they can carry that over into today against Aaron Nola, who will start for the Phillies, who so far through 2 starts, you're like, this guy's been really good, and he has 0 and 2 earned runs in those first 2 postseason starts. But last year, if you were to look at Aaron Nola, his first 2 postseason starts, 0 earned runs at both of them, and then the 3rd, 4th, and 5th came, and he gave up 6, 5, and 3 earned runs. So did people figure out the tape, look at the pitches, and see him not adjust and teams game plan better for him? Or was he just struggling after those? I don't really know, but I do think that they will get to Aaron Nola a little bit today, more so than they did Wheeler in 5 innings yesterday. I think this is a team in the Diamondbacks that we've seen them all season long not strike out a whole lot. Against Wheeler, sure, they could not hit that high fastball. They were struggling against him, but look back to really the whole season. Diamondbacks are just 4th. They average the 4th fewest strikeouts per game. So a guy like Nola doesn't necessarily rely on that fastball as his put-away pitch. In fact, he's throwing a lot of off-speed. He throws a lot of curveball, changeup, and cutters. Some of those pitches ending in the dirt. And this is a guy, Nola, that relies on those chases in order to get out of innings. When people make contact with Nola pitches, it's normally not good for Nola. They're normally going off the wall or into the bleachers. We've seen that time and time again. But you look at Nola, he has not fared well against the Diamondbacks the last 2 seasons. Once this year, once last year. He faced the Diamondbacks, gave up 8 and 4 earned runs. If we get anything close to that, I think this is a no-sweat win for the D-backs, but I do think this is a Diamondbacks team that will not chase at those Nola pitches in the dirt, will make him throw in the zone, and I'll live with it. This is a guy in Nola compared to Wheeler. Logan talked about this, last time these two went back-to-back. Look at Wheeler, you're like 78th percentile fastball velocity. You got Nola all the way down to 24th, so he's not blowing it by people. He needs the location on his pitches, and if he's struggling with location, which he has done plenty of times this season, we could see this Diamondbacks team take advantage of it. Prior to yesterday, we had already talked about how good the offense had been against starting pitchers. Think about the D-back series. They were rocking all those guys. You saw against the Brewers, against some very good guys like Corbin Burns. They were rocking him too. I really do think this is a good spot to back the D-backs. I'm not saying they win the first 5 outright or that they win this game outright, but I think this is a safe place. Avoid the bullpens, get 5 innings in here. I think this is a even, starting pitching battle, maybe even an advantage to Kelly. If I had to say one side I liked a little bit more. So D-backs plus a half, couple pathways to victory. We'll roll with them. Diamondbacks plus a half in the first 5. But Logan, I've nearly talked for the whole video. I'll let you wrap it up with a long shot same game parlay. Take it away.
Yeah, the odds on this parlay aren't like that much of a long shot, but it's just a little sprinkle, and it's something that I'm going to use the FanDuel boost on, because if you guys are FanDuel bettors, you'll have that extra same game parlay boost. So let's talk about it. It's only 4 legs, but I think it stands a really good chance at cashing. First leg, under 9.5 runs. Look, the total in this one doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I think it's way too low given what we saw yesterday. I think it goes under. So under 9.5, I think these 2 bullpens actually showed up and showed up in a big way. I think the starting pitching will be solid as well. Second leg, Diamondbacks plus 2.5. That's an alt run line. The first one was an alt total. This is an alt run line. It's just for a little bit of safety. Look, yesterday, as bad as the Diamondbacks would have played, they still would have covered this alt run line. I think today you will see a better Diamondbacks showing, and I think they do cover the plus 2.5. Maybe even win outright. I don't know. But let's talk about the third leg. Trey Turner to record a single. Trey Turner, obviously the COS Hall of Famer. He's been so good to us on this channel. If you look at his history versus Merrill Kelly, as Austin mentioned, he has some really good history from his time as a Dodger, hitting .429 against Merrill Kelly. A lot of those are singles. Merrill Kelly doesn't usually give up those extra base hit scorchers, and Trey Turner's just a single guy right through the gap, and I think he can get that done for us today. Last leg, everyone's favorite leg. I'm taking the first inning tie. Now, you could call this one the Nerfy, the no-run first inning, but it also works as the tie because if, let's just say we get a solo home run, top half, solo home run in the bottom half, that could cash this one. So first inning tie does give us a little bit of equity for the no-run first inning, but you get plus 639 on this one boosted on FanDuel. For a 4-leg parlay with a couple alt legs in there, I really do like it. And I think it stands a pretty decent chance at cashing.
Yeah, and that's going to do it. Well, hopefully we can go 1-0, cash a little plus 600 winner. That'd be awesome. Let us know your favorite picks down below. A reminder, if you want to go check out our second channel, we'll have that Orioles playoff video live a little bit later on today. We have another one coming for the Braves later on this week. And we got a Falcons NFL game coming next week, plus some other cool content. So definitely go check out the second channel. What are you doing? It's a Tuesday. There's really only MLB on unless you want to bet on some trash college football, which good luck doing that if you're betting on those teams. But it's Austin and Logan. We're signing out. Let's continue this 4-0 run. Let's go to 5-0. We'll see you guys back in tomorrow with some more picks. We'll see you then. Peace.